Chapter 935. So many black monkeys. 1. It's the black bane monkey. It was not an ordinary black monkey. The sect master and the others seemed to be preparing to come for us. The eldest brother was very frightened at the moment. He was really stunned when he saw that scene just now. If he had not reacted quickly, he would have fallen into the hands of those monkeys. Black bane monkey? How could this be? We didn't provoke them. When he heard the name Black Demon Monkey, the expression of the sect master of the majestic Jade sect changed drastically. He had never expected that a black demon boar would be carried over by a senior. Why were there so many black bane monkeys in that place? What is it? Black monkey? Xiao Changtian heard their conversation and asked them in confusion. Is that monkey completely black? That's right. Senior, there isn't just 1, 2, 10 or 5. Instead, it was filled with black monkeys hanging from the trees. Eldest brother hurriedly said to little Changtian. Damn it, he went back to find help. Xiao Changtian also realized that it must be the little black monkey that he had let go of earlier that had gone back to find help. It was coming to deal with him. If he had known that this little black monkey was so vengeful, he would not have let him go back then. Don't worry about this. Oh, go take a look. Xiao Changtian said to the two of them. After all, it was the little black monkey that he had let go at the beginning. Senior, you must be careful. There are many monkeys there. Eldest brother said to Xiao Changtian worriedly. One had to know that those black fiend monkeys were on par with the black fiend boar. Although Senior had killed a black pig now, there were at least tens of thousands of black fiend monkeys in that place. At this moment, the people from the Yaoling sect finally realized that something was wrong. What's going on with eldest senior brother? Was there anything scary in the forest? That's right. I saw Senior leave in a hurry. Looking at eldest senior brother and the others, they could not help but ask. Terrifying. There are at least tens of thousands of black bane monkeys in that forest. This forbidden spiritual zone was simply too terrifying. Eldest brother did not hide what he had just seen. But don't worry. As long as Senior makes a move, those things shouldn't be Senior's match. Hee, there are so many black demon monkeys. Maybe that Senior did it on purpose. Second brother looked at this scene and said in a low voice disdainfully. On the other side, Pai Xiu had finally eaten his fill on Gold Coin Mountain. So many gold coins. I really want to stay here for the rest of my life. Looking at the gold coins under him, Pai Xiu said with emotion. If he hadn't thought of its owner now, he would have stayed here for a while longer. After finding this place, Master will forgive my previous actions no matter what. Pai Xiu stood up from Gold Coin Mountain reluctantly. Although he liked this place very much, his master was probably still waiting for him. It was better for him to return quickly. After all, his master was so powerful. If he did not come to find him for such a long time, he must have been waiting there. If he returned late, his master might not be very angry. On the other side, Xiao Changtian walked towards the forest behind him. Children, pay attention, pay attention. That person is coming. I'm telling you, don't let that person escape. Of course, the little black monkey also saw Xiao Changtian walking over. Therefore, he immediately said to the monkeys around him, Don't worry, great king. It's just one human. We have so many monkeys. How can we not deal with him? That's right, king. I think that human is the weakest among these people. Isn't it a piece of cake to deal with him? The surrounding monkeys immediately chattered after hearing the little black monkey's words. Don't underestimate the weakest person. I suffered a loss at his hands previously. You'd better be careful. That person is no ordinary person. The little black monkey looked at the monkeys around him. All of them were looking at Xiao Changtian without a care in the world, so he couldn't help but remind them. After all, Master Monkey had called for this human to disappear. They could not afford to make any mistakes. Damn it! Why did that monkey call so many monkeys over? Could it be that they were living in the Flower Fruit Mountain? Xiao Changtian saw the black monkeys hanging on the trees from afar. They looked extremely terrifying. Why are there so many monkeys? There are so many monkeys. How can I chase them away? Xiao Changtian had thought that many monkeys would not be able to do anything. Who knew that they were densely packed like sesame seeds? Looks like there's only one way. Finally, Xiao Changtian thought of a solution. System, can I exchange for something? Although Xiao Changtian didn't have any ready-made items, he still had a system that allowed him to exchange items at any time. Ding! The system store has been opened. What does the host need to exchange for? The system chuckled after hearing Xiao Changshan's words. When Xiao Changtian heard the system's laughter, he knew that the system was up to something. Don't worry, host. We're one. Why would I cheat you? Of course, the system also heard Xiao Changshan's thoughts, so it immediately said to Xiao Changtian, System, I won't believe your nonsense. However, I want to exchange for something. Do you have any bananas in the system store? Xiao Changtian said to the system. Although he didn't know if the system could get him bananas, he knew that these black bane monkeys definitely couldn't resist the temptation of bananas. Xiao Changtian had never seen any fruits in the forest. Therefore, Xiao Changtian concluded that these black monkeys had never eaten bananas before. As long as he took the bananas, these black monkeys would definitely be attracted. When the time came, he would smear something on the bananas, and the black monkeys would run away on their own. Ding! Dear host, our shop has everything you need. There are bananas, but I don't know if you can accept the price. The system's voice rang out in his mind. Cut the crap. Just tell me how much it costs. I need it urgently now. Xiao Changtian rolled his eyes at the system. Why was the system so slow at such a critical moment? Ding! 1 crystal point for a banana. The system slowly stated the price of the banana. What? When Xiao Changtian heard the price of the banana, he was shocked. System, are you serious? A banana costs 1 crystal point? Xiao Changtian asked again in disbelief. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1637. News with just a bit more money. Xie Feng's situation changed drastically. Inside Dong Lurong's coin purse, along with several coins, was a bundle of crumpled bills, including a few high-value notes, more than enough to last her at least a week. Xie Feng hailed a cab, finally spared from walking through the pouring rain. As she sat quietly in the back seat, her fingers traced the outline of Dong Lurong's purse, and the spare hotel key card shed found inside. Dong Lurong had to know that Xie Feng returning would put both of them at risk. Yet, she still left her a way back. When the Security Bureau launched their citywide search, Dong Lurong's place was one of the least likely spots they'd check. Xie Feng thought back to stories she'd read, especially martial arts novels, where two heroes would meet for the first time, and, recognizing their kindred spirits, become sworn brothers for life. Yet she could never recall any female characters sharing that same experience. Now she knew. It wasn't that it didn't happen. It just hadn't been written about. This D.A.M. N rain won't quit, the cab driver grumbled, watching the wipers struggle to keep the winds. H.I. plus ELD clear. In all my 30-odd years, I've never seen rain this heavy go on for so long. Xie Feng hummed distractedly, already planning her next move. She needed to warn her friends in the group chat before the security forces got to them. The capsule hotel she'd stayed at before likely hadn't drawn the bureau's attention yet. If she could find someone she knew there, she could borrow a phone and send a message. The driver, indifferent to her silence, kept venting about his family in the hospital, getting hit by a stray bullet from the security forces, his kid's school being shut down because the curriculum didn't meet imperial standards, and the mounting expenses everywhere. I'd saved up for ages, hoping to take my kid to see Dawnstar one day. Now the planet's gone, and the money's gone with it. I always wanted to visit too, Xie Feng said, stirred by the memory of a childhood dream. Chatting with the driver almost made it feel like her world hadn't fallen apart. Like this was just an ordinary, unlucky day. Right? I've only seen those red maple trees on TV, so tall and beautiful, the driver sighed. The Ma.S. Civ red maples, rising straight into the sky as if to touch the stars, were a signature of Dawnstar's landscape. It was said that walking among them could make you feel as if you'd stepped back into prehistoric times. Suddenly Xie Feng sat upright. Wait. Yes. If there was anything unique to Dawnstar that Noonstar didn't have, it was the red maples. The trees weren't just a different species. They belonged to a different botanical family altogether. Vast forests of them were so breathtaking that entire cities had been built around them, turning into major tourist destinations. If doomsday was linked to the red maples, if they were the cause of Dawnstar's extinction, of course the Empire wouldn't be concerned. But how could red maples destroy a planet? She had no idea. And what about the post-humans? Where did they come from? Qiu Chantian didn't seem to be lying. Post-humans had appeared on Dawnstar. What connection could they possibly have to the trees? The thoughts swirled in Xie Feng's mind without resolution as the cab pulled up to her destination. After paying the fare, the driver handed her an umbrella, left behind by another Paes Sanger. Plus eld from the rain. She made her way to the capsule hotel, almost feeling like she'd stepped back in time. Fortunately, she ran into a familiar face, someone she knew from the streets, though not well. Still, she managed to borrow his phone and sent out as many warnings as she could, hoping to eld others from the fallout she now faced alone. Make sure no one knows we know each other, she warned as she returned the phone. If they find out, it won't just be trouble for me but for you too. The boy hesitated for a moment, realizing the weight of the situation. What about you? Do you have somewhere to go? No. Even with nowhere to go, Xie Feng didn't dare linger a second longer. Despite the torrential rain outside, as if it was trying to wash the whole world away, she gripped the flimsy umbrella, already trembling under the downpour, and stepped into the storm. The umbrella was practically useless. The wind blew so fiercely it felt like walking through ocean waves. There's nothing left to hold on to, she thought. Meeting Dong Luorong had been an unexpected gift. Now that she no longer had to worry about her other friends, Xie Feng felt an odd sense of relief wash over her. With nowhere to go, she figured she'd just take things one day at a time. If her life happened to come to an end tomorrow, she was ready for it. With that mindset, she entered a restaurant and ordered a steaming plate of curry rice, eating until sweat trickled down her face. Afterward, she cradled a free cup of hot tea and spent over an hour there, watching the endless rain fall outside. The storm shrouded the world in a dim gloom that made it feel like evening, though it was only the afternoon. While the security forces scoured the city for her in the pouring rain, she sat comfortably inside the restaurant, almost tempted to laugh at the absurdity of it. The place was empty, and the owner didn't seem to mind her staying. Exhausted from the sleepless night, Xie Feng unknowingly drifted off, slumped over the table. She was startled awake by a gentle nudge on her arm. Nearly mping her head into the person standing next to her. The owner, startled as well, stepped back. What's wrong? Xie Feng asked groggily, sitting up. Was the owner asking her to leave? Without a word, the woman glanced toward the gloomy rain beyond the GLA's doors, then pointed to the television on the wall. Puzzled, Xie Feng turned to look. The TV was playing an emergency news broadcast, displaying a blurry image of a person's face. It seemed like a cropped section from an enlarged photo, the details fuzzy. But anyone who knew Xie Feng would recognize her features instantly. She'd seen that photo before. Back on the high-speed train, the overweight man who had grabbed her had shown her the same picture. She almost wanted to laugh bitterly. If she'd known it would come to this, she wouldn't have wasted that cup of hot coffee on him. That man must have reported her right away, submitting her photo. Qiu Chantian must have confirmed her identity, matching it with existing records at the security bureau, which explained why the arrest notice had gone out so quickly. Wait, did this mean the parking lot cameras hadn't caught her? If they had footage of her from the surveillance cameras, wouldn't they have used that instead? After all, comparing her appearance from a year ago to last night would have been far more useful. The shop owner unmuted the television, and the news anchor's crisp imperial accent filled the room. Among the rioters involved in this morning's terrorist activity, one female suspect is still at large. Citizens who provide effective leads or assist in her capture will be rewarded. It's been playing for a while now, just on repeat, the shop owner said quietly in the local dialect from behind Xie Feng. They want every shop on the street to install surveillance cameras. I haven't installed mine yet. I won't call them, but you shouldn't stay here either. You need to go. Already on edge, Xiefeng grabbed her umbrella and hurried to the door. Just before leaving, she turned back and softly said, "Thank you." The owner gave her a silent nod. She couldn't stay on this street. Other shops might have surveillance cameras. Fortunately, the heavy rain offered some cover. In the dim light, it was difficult for anyone to make out the person under the umbrella. And in this downpour, there were hardly any people on the streets. Xiefeng didn't dare take a taxi again. She walked slowly through the pouring rain, soon becoming soaked to the bone. As she passed various shops, she caught fragments of the news from their TVs. It turned out that 2 of the people with Ah Chung were still alive, though severely injured, and undergoing emergency treatment at a heavily guarded hospital. The mayor's daughter-in-law tearfully thanked Chiu Chantian on television, saying he not only captured the culprits, but also recovered their yacht. Her husband, however, was too embarrassed to make a public appearance. Different people were being interviewed and offering opinions, but Chiu Chantian himself never appeared on screen. This was strange. Whenever he captured suspected posthumans, he would give long speeches on TV. Yet for such a major accomplishment, he was nowhere to be seen. He hadn't been injured. Xiefeng knew that much from how energetically he berated his subordinates back at the warehouse. Puzzled but unable to linger in one place, she stood near shop entrances, listening to the news through open doors, unwilling to close her umbrella. Anxious, she kept moving from one street to the next. Then, as if by some stroke of luck, she finally spotted an electronics store. In the window, large, high-definition TVs were all broadcasting the same news. Through decisive and intelligent leaders, I+P, with unwavering resolve in the face of danger, Officer Chiu not only escaped harm, but successfully apprehended the criminals. He is in good health and currently resting, so there's no need for public concern, the male anchor said solemnly. He stands as a pillar holding back the rise of posthumans and preventing the impending doomsday. What kind of heartless criminals would jeopardize the entire city like this? If red maples were truly the cause of Dawnstar's downfall, then calling Chiu Chantian a pillar made sense. After all, a pillar just divides the river, letting the water flow around it. Xiefeng scoffed quietly, standing in the rain, watching the broadcast a little longer. The more she listened, the more a nagging unease settled over her. It wasn't based on anything concrete, more like the paranoia of seeing shadows where there might be none. But why would Chiu Chantian choose this moment to rest? His absence only fueled speculation and rumors. If he wasn't seizing the opportunity to accept praise, bolster his image, and intimidate potential threats, was he really just lying in bed? Dong Luorong had mentioned that her driver was suspicious of Xiefeng. If the driver reported this to the security bureau, or worse, directly to Chiu Chantian himself, she stood on the street for nearly 20 minutes before finally flagging down a taxi. Jumping into the cab, she barely managed to close her umbrella, blurting out the hotel's name. "Please hurry. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 937. Finally chased away one. It did not make a single sound. Now that the forest had returned to silence, eldest brother had a bad feeling. "Senior, what is your strength? Do you really need us to worry?" The sect master of the majestic Jade sect glanced at Yao Yin and shook her head. With Xiao Changshan's strength, he could pierce through the sky with just a stretch of his hand. It was unnecessary for them to worry about him. It's good that you can't come back," second brother muttered to himself as he listened to their conversation. "Sigh. Look, Senior is back." At this moment, the figure of the Xiao Changtian appeared in front of everyone. "Senior, you're finally back. How is it? Have you dealt with those blackbane monkeys?" The Yaoling sect's sect master hurriedly stepped forward and asked. "Sect master, don't worry. I've already driven away all those monkeys." Xiao Changtian nodded at the sect leader of the Yaoling sect. "Senior, you're still amazing. Not only did you chase away those monkeys, but you also chased them away. I even found your pet." The Grandmaster of the majestic Jade sect smiled at Xiao Changtian. Awa! Roar! Just as the Yaling sect master finished speaking, Pai Xiu jumped down from Xiao Changshan's body. Awa awa awa! Pai Xiu gestured at Xiao Changtian. Senior, your pet seems to be trying to tell you something, right? The sect master of the majestic Jade sect looked at the strange Pai Xiu with a strange expression. Awa! In the end, Pai Xiu saw that Xiao Changtian still didn't respond to him, so he spat out a gold coin unwillingly. This was a piece of gold coin that he had managed to hide in his teeth with great difficulty. In order to let Master go with him, he could only grit his teeth and give up. Are you saying that there are gold coins in that place? Seeing Pai Xiu spit out a gold coin, Xiao Changtian finally understood what Pai Xiu wanted to say. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Pai Xiu nodded his head vigorously. Fortunately, his efforts were not in vain. Master finally understood what he meant. Why would there be gold coins in this forbidden spiritual zone? What's wrong? The sect master asked in surprise after hearing Xiao Changshan's words. There was no one in this place all year round, let alone gold coins. Even if he placed his qi in this forbidden area, it would rot. And now, it was unknown where Senior's pet got the gold coins from. You better not lie to me. Why don't we settle the old and new scores together later? Xiao Changtian looked at Pai Xiu and said seriously. This fart had stolen something that he had not found yet. If something bad happened again this time, he would definitely make him remember. On the other side, the monkey that was sleeping on the tree slowly opened its eyes. What's going on? Why was the little black monkey so slow? It had been a long time, but there was still no reply. The big black monkey looked around strangely. He was just asking him to deal with a mortal. It had been very fast before, but after such a long time, there was still no sign of the little black monkey. What was going on? Oh dash! Immediately after, the big black monkey shouted into the distance. Oh dash! However, even though the big black monkey called out a few times, he still did not receive any response. What happened? What did that little black monkey do? If I find him, I won't let him off easily. The big black monkey looked around angrily and said, Monkey, Master Monkey, bad news, the king was killed. At this moment, a black monkey who had heard the big black monkey's voice came out and said while trembling, If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 938, Unique Taste 1. Treasure Vault. How could there be a treasure vault in this forbidden spiritual zone? After hearing the explanation of the person beside him, the person said in disbelief. This place was so terrifying that even ordinary demon beasts did not dare to enter, let alone cultivators. But now he was told that there was a treasure trove inside. This made him very skeptical. How was he going to take out a treasure vault in the forbidden spiritual zone? How could I lie to you about this? I heard it with my own ears. The man said confidently, although he did not know why there was a treasure trove in this place. However, he now had a lot of faith in this senior, who asked Xiao Changtian to not only be so powerful, but also to cook so delicious. Not only was the food delicious, but it could also increase one's cultivation after eating it. Where could they find such a powerful senior? Senior, may I know what breed your pet is? He was actually so powerful that he could find the place where the treasure was hidden. What's going on? The sect master asked curiously as he watched Xiao Changtian follow behind Pai Xiu. It was not a breed. I just picked it up at my doorstep. Xiao Changtian didn't want to reveal Pai Xiu's true identity, so he found a random excuse to hide. Senior was indeed a senior. Even the demonic beasts that came to his doorstep could be so powerful. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the sect master of the majestic Jade sect was secretly impressed. Just like that, after everyone followed Pai Xiu for a while, Pai Xiu became more and more excited. It seems that place is not far from here. Xiao Changtian naturally noticed that Pai Xiu was getting more and more excited, so he said to the people behind him, Awa! Roar! Finally, a Pai Xiu in front stopped on a slope. Awa! Roar! Pai Xiu, who had stopped on the slope, shouted at Xiao Changtian and the others behind him. This is the place. There are still so many gold coins inside. He really wanted to eat all these gold coins. Pai Xiu turned his head and looked at the narrow hole as he said reluctantly. Now that his master had come, it meant that the gold coins in the cave did not belong to him anymore. Just thinking about it made one feel sad. Let me see what's underground. He saw Xiao Changtian arrive in front of Pai Xiu in 2 steps. Then he noticed the hole. Under everyone's gaze, Xiao Changtian bent down and looked into the cave. Damn it! Gold Mountain! When Xiao Changtian saw the scene in the cave, his expression changed. He had never seen such a scene before, because the hole was filled with nothing but gold coins. He didn't even dare to think about seeing so many gold coins in his life. Senior, what is inside? The sect master of the Jade Chilling sect was also very curious about what was inside the cave. This was because he had never seen Senior reveal such a shocked expression. Sect master, you'll have to trouble your sect's people this time. Please make this hole bigger, Xiao Changtian said excitedly to the sect master of the Yaoling sect, after he was brought back to his senses by the sect master's voice. Trojans, I really love you to death. I didn't expect you to not make me angry this time. Xiao Changtian picked up the Pai Xiu on the ground and kissed it hard. It seemed that it was a wise decision to bring Pai Xiu out this time. This cave had been abandoned for a long time. The owner of this cave must have died a long time ago. Therefore, as long as Xiao Changtian started digging, this gold coin would be in his pocket. Senior's taste is really unique. The crowd sighed when they saw Xiao Changtian kissing the Pai Xiu. He didn't expect that Senior would actually dare to eat such an ugly monster. It could only be said that Senior really doted on his pet too much. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 939. A Bad Premonition 1. Just because he came over to report to Master Monkey, he was actually attacked by Master Monkey like this. He was almost dying of regret now. Then where are these people now? Master Monkey looked at the little monkey impatiently and asked. He could also sense that many people had come to this place before. He didn't expect these humans to be so bold and behave atrociously in his territory so openly. If this were to spread, Master Monkey would lose all his face. Master Monkey, I don't know either. Why don't I go and look for it? The little monkey looked at the big black monkey carefully and asked. He really didn't want to stay by the big black monkey's side anymore. The big black monkey was simply too terrifying. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 844. Eradicating Future Troubles. Previously, she could already be discharged from the hospital and stay at home. When she came to the company today, it was already not so serious. However, Hui Chen and Morong Zheng insisted that she stabilize her arm, so that she wouldn't move around and open the wound again. There might even be a risk of infection. Morong Qiao agreed. In any case, she didn't think much of it. But in Nan Hao's opinion, it was as scary as a broken bone. Let's get down to business. After Morong Qiao said a few words casually, she brought the topic back to business. Now that the other party was like this, Nan Hao didn't say anything else. He only calmed down slightly and took out the information from his bag. After a detailed investigation, I'm sure that Jiang Weiyang is colluding with the armed man. Moreover, we found many frequent large transfers on the man's bank account. Although the bank account and the transfer records were very difficult to investigate, this was only outside the scope of the police's investigation. Once they locked onto Jiang Weiyang as a suspect, they could follow the clues and investigate. They would be able to find the communication lines between the two of them. Nan Hao followed the clues and found many suspicious clues from the man. For example, the other party was not rich, but spent money freely. Also, this was clearly not the first time he had been imprisoned. The other party was very experienced and acted indifferently during the meeting. Moreover, the two of them were high school classmates. Nan Hao threw out another key point right on the heels of that. In addition, Not long before the incident, the two of them had met in private. Then it coincided with the time of a large transfer. Morong Qiao listened meticulously. As she listened to Nan Hao's report, her expression couldn't be more serious. Clearly, from Nan Hao's words, she understood that what happened that day was not a coincidence at all. The other party had deliberately paid someone to do it. At the moment, this is all the evidence we have. After Nan Hao finished speaking, Morong Qiao was silent for a long time. She seemed to be thinking about something, and not long after she said, "Is this enough if I want to bring her in?" The meaning of her words was very clear, and Nan Hao immediately understood what Morong Qiao was talking about. He was a law student to begin with, so he was naturally familiar with this aspect. However, after hearing Morong Qiao's request, Nan Hao quickly reviewed the entire case and evidence in his heart. Although he was not satisfied with the outcome, he still gave his answer pragmatically. "It's still a little difficult to completely prove her guilt," he said. This was because when he was investigating Jiang Weiyang, Nan Hao had naturally come into contact with her. He knew about the Jiang family, and Jiang Wenxu was now the president of the Jiang family. Not to mention that the other party had doted on his little sister since she was young. If anything happened to Jiang Weiyang, the other party would definitely be the first to know and take action. Jiang Wenxu might be in the way. Nan Hao said what he was most worried about. Clearly, Morong Qiao had thought of something similar at the same time. When she recalled that the other party had pulled his little sister to apologize to her last time, her expression darkened. "Do you still want to do this?" Nan Hao asked when he saw his little sister in deep thought. For a moment, Morong Qiao felt that the matter was a little troublesome. She sighed in frustration and didn't answer immediately. Instead, she looked up at Nan Hao, who was sitting opposite her. She naturally wanted to avenge her third brother in her heart, and she did plan to file a lawsuit against Jiang Weiyang and review the case. However, whenever she thought of Jiang Wenxu, she felt indescribable frustration. Although the other party had dragged his little sister over to apologize last time, and it could be seen that he was a reasonable person, that was only to a limited extent. Once the matter involved Jiang Weiyang, and she was in danger. Even if he knew the reason, Morong Qiao estimated that with Jiang Wenx's personality, he would definitely protect Jiang Weiyang without hesitation and become a demon. This was her biggest headache. "As far as I know, your entanglement is not limited to this time." Nan Hao clearly saw through Morong Qiao's thoughts in her silence, so he took the initiative to make a suggestion. "In that case, we can collect other evidence, but we shouldn't limit the scope to this stabbing incident. If there's more effective and feasible evidence that can point to Jiang Weiyang herself, even the Jiang family can't do anything." Nan Hao's words enlightened Morong Qiao. The first thing she thought of was the wound on her arm. She thought of the problem with the falling steel bar. Why was it safe and sound normally, but the moment she went, from the looks of it, that matter might not be just a case of bad luck. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 941, Don't Panic 1. The Yaoling sect master was also very flustered at this moment. How did this happen? Such a huge commotion. Just as everyone was panicking, the bright sky suddenly darkened. A strong wind instantly blew around them. Not good. Us. We seem to have provoked something. The Grand Master of the Yaoling sect could sense the terrifying aura that suddenly appeared in the air. So she spoke in fear. What is it? What did he provoke? He was finished. He must have provoked some amazing demon beast. The second senior brother's expression changed when he heard the words of the Jadeite sect master. This commotion was so terrifying. Presumably, that demonic beast's strength must be very powerful. And he was just a little trash. When that demonic beast came out, wouldn't he lose his life? All of this was definitely because of that senior. If that senior hadn't caused trouble everywhere, such a thing definitely wouldn't have happened. Sect master, why don't we hurry up and run? Thinking that he might die here, the eldest senior brother could not help but panic. However, he quickly calmed down. They had just obtained so many artifacts. Although those artifacts were very powerful, They did not know if the artifacts they found could deal with the power in front of them. But it would definitely work. But eldest senior brother, we can't move now. How could they not know how to run? But now, their legs seemed to be filled with lead. They couldn't even lift them up. No way, what is this thing that is so powerful? After hearing these people's words, eldest senior brother also discovered in horror that he could not move his legs. Ha! Ha! At this moment, a fierce shout suddenly sounded in everyone's ears. Lowly human! You dare to behave atrociously in my territory. And you dare to touch my people in my territory. You're simply courting death. A huge black figure jumped down from the tree. Bang! The moment he jumped down, the ground shook. Damn it! Why was there such a big black monkey? Could this black monkey have mutated? What's going on? The people from the Yaling sect asked in surprise when they saw the figure. We're done for. It was over. What the hell is this? How could there be such a terrifying monkey? That's right, we must have offended the ancestor of the black demon monkeys. After seeing this figure, the expressions of the people standing on the ground turned incomparably ugly. They really did not expect that they would be attacked by such a move when they were about to leave the forbidden spiritual zone. Everyone, don't panic. Seeing everyone's terrified expressions, the sect master comforted them. It was probably because Senior had chased those monkeys away previously that the monkey's ancestor had come to take revenge. However, this big black monkey's strength seemed too strong. D***MN. What should we do now? Senior also left just now. At this moment, he was extremely flustered. He had never seen such a terrifying monkey before. This old black monkey was obviously here to avenge the monkeys just now. They could only say that they were really unlucky. On the other side, Xiao Changtian slowly returned to the cave. Are you saying that there are other gold coins inside? Looking at the Pai Xiao in his arms, Xiao Changtian asked in surprise. Why didn't this Pai Xiao say anything before he left? Awa! Roar! Pai Xiao shouted at Xiao Changtian and replied. The reason why he didn't say anything at first was because there were other people around. Although those people wouldn't snatch the gold coins from their master, they had to be wary of others. Alright, since it's gold coins, I'll go down and look for them. Xiao Changtian didn't doubt the accuracy of Pai Xiao finding gold coins. As long as Pai Xiao brought him to a place, there would definitely be gold coins. Then Xiao Changtian left. Pai Xiao, where is the gold coin? This place has already been emptied. However, Xiao Changtian couldn't find it anywhere. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 942. There's something more. 1. Seeing the big black monkey so angry, the sect master of the Yaling sect finally explained helplessly. Those who came with him were also people from their sect, who were not very strong. If he rashly attacked the black monkey, what would happen if they were injured? Therefore, after much consideration, the sect master of the Yaling sect still wanted to talk to the big black monkey in front of her. Ha! Ha! You humans are really laughable. Not only did you kill my little black monkey, but you also acted so atrociously in my territory. No matter what you say today, I won't let you leave alive. The big black monkey did not listen to the explanation of the Yaling sect's sect master at all. He still said with a fierce expression, Master Monkey, I really don't blame us. We didn't do it at all. It's the person who came with us. All of this is because of that person. At this moment, second brother, who had been hiding at the back, spoke. Yaoli, do you know what you're saying? After hearing second senior brother's words, the expression of the Jade Chilling sect's sect master changed drastically. Why was this Yaoli so insensible? Did he not want to live anymore? Sect master, isn't it because of Senior? Moreover, it was Senior who killed that little black monkey. This has nothing to do with us. That Senior made it all by himself. Second senior brother said loudly without a care. Master Monkey, you really have to believe us. All of this has nothing to do with us. It's all that person's doing. Second senior brother didn't want to lose his life here. Anyway, it was because Senior provoked that monkey. If Senior didn't provoke that monkey, this big black monkey wouldn't have come looking for him. He simply doesn't repent. When the Yaling sect master heard second senior brother's words, she was so angry that her face turned pale. He had never thought that Yaoli would be so unrepentant. If senior knew about this, Yaoli could forget about living in the Jade Lake sacred world. Hee, I don't care who did it. It's all you humans anyway. None of you here today will be able to escape. However, Master Monkey didn't change his mind because of his senior brother's words. Today, he wanted everyone who came to the forbidden spiritual zone to die without a burial place. Second senior brother, I didn't expect you to be such a person. That's right. Senior is such a good person and has helped us in every way. Yet, you slandered him at such a critical moment. However, after second senior brother finished speaking, the people from the Yaling sect looked at him in disbelief. They did not expect second senior brother to become like this. It was simply too disappointing. You guys, you stupid people. I knew that senior was good. Second senior brother could not help but say angrily when he saw the people from the Yaling sect talking about him like this. He didn't expect that even his own sect members had been deceived by Xiao Changtian. Pichio, stop gnawing and leave quickly. I'll definitely reward you when I get back. At this moment, Xiao Changtian had swept away all the gold coins in that place. And the Pichio also chewed those treasured weapons into pieces. Almost none of them were good. Awoo. When he heard that his master was going to reward him, he was shocked. He couldn't care less about the food in his mouth and followed Xiao Changtian. On the other side, bang! Just as everyone was panicking, the big black monkey standing in the distance finally made his move. The big black monkey rushed to the front of the Yaling sect master like a bolt of lightning. Damn it, do you really think I can't deal with a big black monkey like you? The Grand Master of the majestic Jade sect could not hold it in any longer. Immediately, the pressure on her body erupted in an instant. This black monkey was simply going too far. Did he really think that he could not do anything to a black monkey like him? Bang! Boom! At that moment, the big black monkey and the Yaling sect master clashed fiercely. In an instant, a white light erupted from the two of them. Chapter 943, Damned Monkey 1. The big black monkey finally walked in front of the sect master of the Yaling sect and stomped on his head. Bang! However, the Yaling sect master had already closed her eyes, but the pain she had imagined did not come. With another sound, the Yaling sect master opened her eyes. Ha! Damn humans! Let go of me! At this critical moment, Xiao Changtian appeared. Damn monkeys, this little one is dead, and now an old one is here. You monkeys are just annoying. Xiao Changtian was walking over in high spirits, but he didn't expect to see the scene just now. The big black monkey actually rode on the head of the sect master and scratched him until his head was bleeding. The other people of the sect were trembling in fear. How could this Xiao Changtian still tolerate it? So he walked over, grabbed the big black monkey, and threw it on the ground. You're just a stupid monkey, yet you dare to be so arrogant. When the tiger isn't home, the monkey calls itself king. Xiao Changtian looked at Master Monkey, who was thrown to the ground, and said with a fierce look in his eyes, Senior is here to save us. Senior is too handsome. At this critical moment, Xiao Changtian appeared. Hope appeared on everyone's faces. Before, Senior, you have to be careful. The sect master of the Jade Chilling sect, who had come back to his senses, looked gratefully at Xiao Changtian, who had come to save him. Sect master Yao Lin, don't worry. This is just a monkey. I don't think he can turn the world upside down. Xiao Changtian casually waved his hand at the sect master of the Yaling sect. Didn't this big black monkey look a little big and old? Did he really think that he could do whatever he wanted? Lowly humans. Lowly human, I will kill you. The big black monkey that was thrown to the ground was even angrier. He did not expect the human in front of him to be so bold. He threw himself onto the ground. Bang! However, just as the big black monkey was about to jump up and attack Xiao Changtian, Xiao Changshan's stick hit the big black monkey's head. F***ck, you're just a monkey. Can I teach you a lesson today? The big black monkey saw stars in front of his eyes when he was hit by the rod. Why is this human so strong? Just a wooden stick was enough to make him dizzy. According to his strength, this should not have happened. Since I'm already in hell, you should go and accompany her. Xiao Changtian had no sympathy for the big black monkey in front of him. If he had not arrived in time, the sect master of the Yaoling sect would have been killed by the big black monkey. Therefore, there was no need for sympathy for animals that were not like this. Swoosh. Then, Xiao Changtian grabbed the big black monkey's tail without hesitation. You're going to hell today. Looking into the distance, Xiao Changtian threw the big black monkey out without hesitation. Swoosh dash. The moment Xiao Changtian was thrown out, the black monkey disappeared into the horizon. Senior is too powerful. Seeing Xiao Changtian throw the big black monkey away, everyone's face was full of admiration. He threw it so high and so far away. That big black monkey would probably fall to his death no matter what. Sect Master Yao Lin, don't worry. That big black monkey definitely won't survive. You'd better get up and treat your wound. Looking at the big black monkey that was thrown out, Xiao Changtian patted the dust off his hands in satisfaction. The big black monkey, who was thrown to the horizon, was even more terrified. He had not prepared anything and was thrown so far away. Moreover, there was a cliff in front of him. If he fell from this height, he would definitely be smashed into pieces. However, before the big black monkey could react, his body fell straight down. Xiao Changtian had also noticed the cliff when he came here, so he threw the big black monkey there. Senior, thank you so much. Yaoling Sect's sect master was extremely touched. Chapter 944. Go to the forbidden area to find him. 1. He didn't even see Xiao Changshan's figure. He probably went in there. Shang-Chi looked at the people around him and said slowly, "Then, what should we do now? We can't just wait here. If he really dies inside, we'll never be able to wait for him here." 8th Saint said with a worried expression, "Looks like there's only one way. Let's go to the forbidden spiritual zone to find Xiao Changtian." The 3rd Saintess thought for a moment before answering, "This is the only way. Otherwise our time is up." Taoist Han Yi also agreed with the 3rd Virgin's suggestion, because half of the time had already passed. If they did not take some action, Lord Mo Yen and Lord Mo Shen would probably come looking for them. Immediately they reached a consensus. Fortunately, I took a teleportation magic tool from our demon race's treasure vault. After the discussion was over, Saint Seven fished out a football-sized mirror. With this magical treasure, we'll definitely be able to reach the inside of the forbidden spiritual zone in a moment. After seeing this magical artifact, everyone did not hesitate. After standing properly, they instantly disappeared from where they were. On the other side, Xiao Changtian and the others walked very quickly. After Xiao Changtian had done that to Master Monkey, there was nothing to stop them. So how long has it been? How many people have walked out of the forbidden land of the gods? The air outside is still fresh. After walking out, eldest brother looked at the sunlight above his head with emotion. Fortunately, he did not die in the forbidden spiritual zone. It was not only eldest senior brother, but even the other members of the Yaoling sect were sighing with emotion at this moment. Except for second brother, who was left out at the back. The people of the Yaoling sect had seen through their second senior brother. They did not expect him to be such a person. Therefore, second senior brother was ostracized by the people of the Linyao sect. Senior, don't worry. Once we leave the forbidden spiritual zone, we'll reach the Eastern Sea immediately. The Grand Master of the majestic Jade sect smiled at Xiao Changtian. Senior had helped them so much this time. No matter what, they had to thank Senior properly when they returned. Then, these people continued to advance in the direction of the East China Sea. Meanwhile, in the forbidden spiritual zone. Why is everything dark in this place? What's going on? When these demons arrived at the forbidden grounds, they all exclaimed in surprise. They did not expect this place to be darker than their demon realm. Don't worry about it. We need to find Xiao Changtian as soon as possible. Although Shang-Chi and the others were surprised, they still immediately regained their senses and said, "At this moment, the big black monkey was thrown off the cliff. Hee, you didn't expect this, did you? How could I die in my territory?" The big black monkey that was thrown off the cliff did not die. Instead, it said excitedly, "Xiao Changtian," and the others did not know about the strangeness of this forbidden spiritual zone. The reason why the big black monkey was still safe and sound after being thrown off the cliff. It was because of the special function of this forbidden spiritual zone. As long as it's something that barges into the forbidden spiritual zone, I won't let it go easily. The big black monkey sneered and said fiercely, "Hiss, what's going on? Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling?" After the big black monkey finished speaking, Saint 8, who was standing under the black tree, suddenly had goosebumps all over his body. "Eighth brother, you're really too timid. He should go back and train his courage." Shang-Chi looked at Shang Bie's face and rolled his eyes. "I'm looking for Xiao Changtian." Eighth sage shook his head helplessly. "If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 945 Conk 1. Beep beep dash. After blowing a few times, the Yowling sect master stopped and looked at the surface of the sea. Strange, why was this thing useless? The ancestor clearly told me to blow at the sea. The Yowling sect master waited for a long while. The sea was still calm, and there was no fluctuation at all. Hence, the sect master of the Yowling sect could not help but suspect. "Sect master, isn't this something the ancestor gave you? How can it be useless?" Eldest senior brother saw sect master Yao Lin standing there in a daze, so he walked closer and asked, "That's right. Even if the ancestor gave it to me, he might still lie to me. Could it be that this conch was useless?" The Yowling sect master said with a frown, "If this conch was useless, then wouldn't they have come for nothing? If they were to search for it themselves, they might not even be able to find the mermaid tribe in the East Sea even if they searched for 3 to 5 years. Sect Master Yao Lin, is something wrong?" Xiao Changtian couldn't help but walk over and ask when he saw that the sect master of the sect had stopped moving. "Senior, I don't know why. The conch didn't seem to work." The Grand Master of the Majestic Jade sect looked at Xiao Changtian and said embarrassedly, "System, quickly take a look. Can you help me make that conch work?" Xiao Changtian had no choice but to ask the system for help. Ding! The host can spend 1 crystal point to make the conch work. The system's voice immediately sounded in Xiao Changshan's mind. "You want crystal points, you want crystal points. System, are you trying to earn crystal points?" Xiao Changtian said helplessly. Fortunately, thanks to Pai Xiu's help, he had obtained a lot of gold coins. "I'll just spend 1 crystal point this time." The host can also choose not to spend spiritual crystal points. If you don't use that conch, you won't be able to find the mermaid race. The system said after hearing Xiao Changshan's words. "Your sister. I'll spend 1 crystal point." Although Xiao Changtian really wanted to curse, he was afraid that the vengeful system would trick him at this time. Thus, Xiao Changtian could only grit his teeth and swallow his anger. Okay, the exchange is successful. As long as the host blows the conch, it will take effect." After the system finished speaking, it consciously shut its voice. "Haha, sect leader of the Jadeite sect, perhaps you're using the wrong method? Why don't I try?" Xiao Changtian smiled at the sect leader of the Yowling sect. "Senior, if you want to give it a try, then go ahead." Although the Yowling sect master was puzzled, the method to use the conch was taught to him by the ancestor. He was not mistaken at all. However, he still handed the conches over to Xiao Changtian. "TSK, what are you pretending for? Our sect master's boasting didn't even work. Even if you aren't strong, do you think you can make it work?" Second brother stood in the distance and said disdainfully. Although the people of the Yowling sect had isolated him, he still wanted to go against Xiao Changtian. Beep beep dash. After Xiao Changtian took the conch, he instantly blew it up. However, after Xiao Changtian blew twice, there was still no movement on the surface of the sea. "Haha, I knew it. How could he summon the mermaid race?" Second brother said with a smile when he saw this scene. "Senior, this?" Seeing this scene, even eldest senior brother could not help but be stunned. In the current situation, it seemed that even senior was useless. If it really doesn't work, however, just as the Yaling sect master was about to say something, a huge wave instantly swept up on the surface of the sea. At that moment, the waves became bigger and bigger. Vaguely, it seemed to have the trend of toppling mountains and overturning seas. How did this happen? Second brother's smile froze on his face when he saw this scene. Why did the conch work in his hands? Second brother was very unwilling to accept this. This time, Xiao Changtian had succeeded again. However, the sect leader of the Jadeite Cold sect didn't expect that the thing that she failed in would be successful in the hands of a senior. It was still because his strength was too weak, and the situation was too small. Haha, looks like it's a success. Sect master, return your conch. Xiao Changtian also smiled as he watched the scene. The system was indeed powerful. At this moment at the bottom of the East Sea, all the merfolk panicked because of this sound. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 946. The Appearance of the Mermaid Tribe 1. The mermaid immediately smiled when she saw her mother's big reaction. In short, Lin, you have to stay away from those humans. The middle-aged mermaid looked at her daughter and said to her with a serious expression, Mother, you've said this 800 times. Don't worry, I won't come into contact with those humans. The mermaid looked at her mother and said helplessly. Hearing her daughter's assurance, the middle-aged mermaid slowly nodded. On the other side, Xiao Changtian saw a few figures appearing on the rolling sea. Coming. The mermaid race seems to have really come. That's right. Those people seem to be mermaids. When they saw those figures, the people from the Yaling sect were very excited. Senior, those people really came. It seems that our matter this time is settled. The sect leader of the Jade Chilling sect was also very happy. He had thought that they would return the way they came. This time, it was all thanks to Senior. Although the system is very cunning, it's still reliable. Xiao Changtian looked at the figures on the sea and nodded with a smile. Chief, are you sure it was those humans who summoned us? At this moment, the mermaid clan chief and a few other mermaids who were standing on the surface of the sea and looking at Xiao Changtian asked. I can't sense it. The great power is coming from these few people. Although the mermaid tribe leader was also very curious about why those humans could release such powerful energy, he still said firmly to the mermaids around him. But Patriarch, those people don't look like experts at all. The second elder looked at the few people in the distance and narrowed his eyes. Is it because we are too far away? Why don't we take a closer look? Although the first elder did not quite believe it, he still trusted their clan leader's senses. Then, the mermaid clan leader led them slowly towards Xiao Changtian and the others. Hello, I'm the sect master of the Yaling sect. Just as a few mermen walked up to them, the sect master of the Yaling sect immediately stepped forward and said, Were you the ones who made the noise just now? The second elder narrowed his eyes as he looked at the sect master of the Yaling sect. Yes, it was Senior who blew the conch just now. The Yaling sect's sect master looked at them and said with a smile, Senior? Who is it? The merfolk's expressions turned serious when they heard the sect master's words. Could it be that an expert had really come this time? It's the senior beside me. The sect master immediately looked at Xiao Changtian, then at the mermaids. What is it? Are you kidding me? When they saw the reaction of the Yaling sect's sect leader, the merfolk present were all stunned on the spot. Were they seeing things? That person said that the person beside him was their senior. Was he teasing them? That person was obviously immortal. He did not have any cultivation at all. How could that person be their senior? Really? I definitely didn't lie to you. The conch was blown by Senior. Although the sect leader of the Jadeite sect did not know why they all reacted this way, she still vowed. These humans really know how to joke. You still want to blow our mermaid race's conch? This was simply impossible. The mermaids immediately laughed after hearing the explanation of the sect master of the Yaling sect. Even if it was the conch that the mermaid race used to communicate with the outside world, it had to be at least a sacred sovereign, or above to be able to boast about it. And now, he actually said that this mortal was bragging about conches. This was simply too ridiculous. They would not believe it. Senior this? The sect master of the majestic Jade sect was a little confused when she saw the reactions of these mermaids. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 947, Mermaid Second Elder 1. But now, they were being blown away by this mortal they looked down on. Why, what's going on? That's impossible. How could he have blown it? When Second Elder recovered from his shock, he couldn't believe it. He stared at Xiao Changtian with his eyes wide open. This mermaid was so arrogant just now. Now Senior has slapped her face. That's right. These mermaids actually dare to treat Senior like this. I already said that they're courting death. The people from the Yaoling sect all laughed when they saw this scene. Awoo. Looking at the scene in front of him, even Pai Xiao could not help but laugh. The rest of the merfolk were still in shock, unable to recover from their shock for a long time. This human in front of them was simply too powerful. Even if their clan leader blew the conch now, he might not be able to unleash such powerful power. How could this be? Who is that person? After the great elder regained his senses, he narrowed his eyes and looked at Xiao Changtian. This was clearly a mortal. There was no trace of spiritual power from his body at all. So why was he displaying such powerful power now? Hey, old man of the mermaid race, you said it yourself just now. If our senior can blow that conch, he will drink all the water in the East Sea. At this moment, someone from the Yaoling sect shouted at the second elder of the mermaid tribe. That's right. You personally gave us money to bet on. And we all heard it with our own ears. The other people from the Yaoling sect followed suit. You guys. You humans. When the second elder heard their voices, his face darkened even more. He didn't expect the human in front of him to be able to blow the conch. It was all because this human in front of him was too good at disguising himself. He must have deliberately made a fool of himself. Patriarch of the mermaid race, how is it? Now I'm blowing the conch. You won't go back on your promise, right? Xiao Changtian didn't pay attention to the second elder. After all, he still had to search for the spirit tree seeds in the mermaid race. If his relationship with them became strained, it wouldn't be good for both sides. This expert, of course I won't go back on my word. However, I would like to ask you, what are we mermaids doing? The mermaid clan leader did not dare to refute this mysterious human. It had been a long time since he had seen such a strong person. No matter how strong the others were, they would not be able to cause any harm to the merfolk. However, this human could attack them just by blowing the conch in his mouth. From this, it could be seen that this person was definitely not simple. If they offended such a person, their mermaid race might be in big trouble. Haha, chief of the mermaid race. I'm here to find the spirit tree seed, and the people beside me are here to find the mermaid glue. Xiao Changtian saw that the mermaid tribe leader didn't go back on his word, so he smiled at him and said, Spirit tree seed? Fish glue. When the mermaid clan leader heard these two names, his expression changed again. How did you know that our mermaid tribe has these things? The leader of the mermaid team asked with a bad expression. The merfolk didn't communicate with the humans in the outside world, so humans knew very little about them. Not to mention the treasures of the mermaid race. And now, the human in front of him could actually mention the treasures of the mermaid race. Who exactly was he? As for how we got this information, Patriarch, don't pursue it too much. I know that you definitely have these things. Xiao Changtian looked at the mermaid tribe chief with a smile. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 948. Let them in 1. On the other side, the demon race had wandered around the Black Forest for a long time, but they didn't see Xiao Changtian. What happened? It shouldn't be. How did they disappear? Saint 8 couldn't help but say as he looked at the Black Forest around him. This forbidden spiritual zone isn't a place that ordinary people can leave. They must still be trapped here. Taoist Honey looked around and said with a cold expression, Xiao Changtian, and the others were really cunning. They actually hid in here. Sai, come over and take a look. I found something new. At this moment, the third saintess shouted at them. Let's go over and take a look at the midstage. After hearing the third saintess' words, the few demon race people present were delighted. What's going on? Shang-Chi walked to the side of the third saintess and asked. Look, those things seem to be left behind by Xiao Changtian and the others. The third saintess pointed at the pots and pans on the ground and said, In this forbidden spiritual zone, there's no one else besides Xiao Changtian who has the leisure to cook elegantly. Shang-Chi agreed after seeing the mess. If that's the case, they're definitely not thinking about it. Saint 8 was also very happy when he saw this scene. After searching for so long, they finally found it. In that case, let's split up and search. Taoist Honey looked at them and suggested. Good. After saying that, the few demon race people walked in different directions. I didn't expect that after I came up, you would still be so blind as to walk around my territory. You're simply courting death. After coming up from the cliff, Master Monkey wanted to return to his tree to adjust himself. He did not expect to sense the aura of those demon race people as soon as he came up. Even if you're from the demon race, I won't let you off easily. Then, the big black monkey said with a fierce expression. This time, not only did the big black monkey not die after falling off the cliff, but his cultivation had also increased by a large margin. Therefore, the big black monkey was now fearless. Where is Xiao Changtian hiding? At this moment, Saint 8 was shuttling through the pitch-black forest. Shoo shoo at this moment. A swooshing sound suddenly appeared above Saint 8's head. What's going on? Could it be that Xiao Changtian was hiding in a tree? Upon hearing the voice, Saint 8 immediately looked up at the black leaves and muttered. Ha! Just as Saint 8 was staring at the leaves above his head with rapt attention, a huge monkey face suddenly appeared in front of him. F***ck. What the hell is this? Sheng Ba was shocked by the sudden appearance of the thing. F***ck. Where did this big black monkey come from? When Sheng Ba saw what it was, he said in surprise. This big black monkey is simply too dark. Furthermore, he looked so ugly. This is too scary. Looking at Master Monkey in front of him, 8th Saint retreated backward with some disdain. A puny demon race person actually disdained Master Monkey in front of him. He was simply courting death. The big black monkey did not expect this demon to be so arrogant. Not only did he not express his gratitude, but he also despised him so much. He was simply bullying a monkey. Yo, this big black monkey still has a temper. However, I'm busy now. Don't block my way. 8th Sage casually walked past the black monkey. He had to find Xiao Changtian as soon as possible. He couldn't waste any more time with this big black monkey. Brat! You asked for it. Not only did Sheng Ba not put him in his eyes, but he also brazenly stepped over his head. The big black monkey couldn't stand it at all. In the end, the big black monkey finally made his move against 8th Saint. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 949 Cooperation 1. It's because I almost exposed him, and he found out in advance that he made a false accusation against me and embarrassed me in front of everyone. That's why I hate him very much now. Yaoli looked at the second mermaid elder's face, which finally showed a hint of emotion after hearing her words. I knew that person must be a liar. How could he release such a powerful force? So it really is like this. The second mermaid elder looked at Xiao Changtian in the distance and said angrily, "What's wrong?" Second elder, the two of us were harmed by the same person. If the two of us don't cooperate to deal with him, he might do something outrageous in the future. Yaoli saw that her words had finally had some effect, so she immediately pursued her victory. That damn human is too despicable. I'm still very angry. Moreover, he's going to our mermaid race. I don't know what he's going to do to harm our mermaid race. The mermaid elder murmured after hearing Yao Li's words. That's right. Second elder, you've protected the mermaid race for so many years. You can't let this person destroy it. Yao Li said again when she saw the second elder's appearance. Since that's the case, I definitely won't let that person off easily. The second mermaid elder pondered for a moment before speaking to Yao Li with determination. He couldn't let the mermaid race suffer such an undeserved disaster. He wanted to let that human know that the mermaid race wasn't to be trifled with. Moreover, looking at the clan leader's expression just now, it was obvious that he was threatened by that person. Just like that, Yao Li and the mermaid second elder reached a consensus. Because the two of them had already left the main group to discuss this matter, no one heard their conversation. After the two of them finished their discussion, they quickly swam towards the main group. Elsewhere in the forbidden spiritual zone. What happened? I've been looking for him for so long, but I still haven't found him. After searching for such a long time, the few of them returned to the original spot to meet up. However, they couldn't find where Xiao Changtian was. We didn't find Xiao Changtian either. That damn Xiao Changtian really knows how to hide. The few saintesses also said with a serious expression. Oh right, why haven't I seen eighth brother? At this moment, Saint 7 looked around, but did not find Saint 8. Could it be that the eighth brother has already found Xiao Changtian? That's why he hasn't come back yet. Taoist Honey looked around and said to the few of them, I didn't expect old eighth to be so reliable this time. Since that's the case, let's wait here. I think it won't be long before my eighth brother comes back to tell us about it. After hearing Taoist Honey's words, the few holy maidens nodded and said happily. Finally, they were about to find Xiao Changtian. It was not in vain for them to go through so much trouble. However, when he heard Taoist Hun-Yi's words, Shang-Chi felt that something was amiss. Shang-8 couldn't possibly be such a person. However, he hadn't returned yet, so Shang-Chi didn't dare to make such a conclusion so easily. At this moment, the big black monkey was looking at the eighth saint in satisfaction. I've killed one. I'll kill the rest one by one. Even you demons can't escape. The big black monkey was extremely excited at this moment. He wanted everyone who came to his territory to end up like this eighth sage. Just like that, the demons waited for a while, but Sheng Ba didn't return. That shouldn't be the case. If eighth brother found Xiao Changtian, he would definitely come back to inform us. But now that so much time has passed, I'm a little worried. Shang-Chi looked into the distance and said with a serious expression. He knew Saint Eight's temper very well, so he felt that something was wrong. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 950, No 1. If that was the case, there would not be so many obstacles for him to find the spirit tree seed in the mermaid race. Expert, don't be anxious. That place is very dangerous. You should be prepared. The mermaid race patriarch reminded him. So those are humans. Even his father was so respectful to him. That human must be very powerful. Xiao Changshan's appearance attracted the mermaid princess' attention. Not only was Xiao Changtian handsome, but he was also respected by his father. None of the mermaids of the mermaid race had such treatment. Mermaid tribe leader, I'm not in a hurry. It's the sect master beside me who needs your mermaid race's fish glue to save his life. Xiao Changtian said to the mermaid race patriarch in a friendly manner. Since you want to save my life, I'm afraid we can't delay it. Expert, please wait here for a while. The forbidden area of our mermaid race is not so easy to open. The mermaid race patriarch nodded to Xiao Changtian and the others. The reason why the mermaid race patriarch allowed these humans to enter their forbidden land so easily was because that place was extremely terrifying. Even if they went in, it wouldn't be easy to come out, let alone take the things of the mermaid race from inside. Patriarch, are you saying that you want to open the forbidden area for these humans to enter? As soon as the mermaid race patriarch finished speaking, the other elders present instantly changed their expressions. That's right. Fish boy, have you really thought it through? Do you want these humans to enter the forbidden area of our mermaid race? At this moment, the wife of the mermaid tribe chief could not help but walk over and say, "Yes, I've already thought about this matter. Don't worry." The mermaid race patriarch didn't reveal too much and only said to them calmly, "But patriarch, our mermaid tribe's forbidden grounds are not for humans to enter as they please." "That's right, chief. This is a rule that has been passed down from ancient times to the present. Are you going to break the rules?" After hearing the mermaid tribe chief's words, everyone present once again became noisy. This was not a small matter. The tribe leader had allowed these humans to enter their mermaid tribe, and they found it very difficult to tolerate it. Now the patriarch wanted to let these people enter the forbidden area of the mermaid race. Everyone calm down." Seeing this scene, Xiao Changtian couldn't help but stand up and say to them, "We just want to borrow something from your mermaid race. As long as we get it, we'll leave immediately." Xiao Changtian also knew that the reason why these people had been cut off from the outside world for so many years must be because they had been destroyed by humans in the past. Therefore, he had to be gentle with these people. Otherwise, it would be bad for both sides. "Take our things. Bah." However, after Xiao Changtian said that, the mermaid race's reaction became even more intense. "It's fine if it's other cultivators, but you're just a small ordinary person. How dare you say such big words?" At this moment, a young and muscular merman shouted at Xiao Changtian. He did not know that the person in front of him was clearly a person without any strength. Why was the clan leader so respectful to him? It was because the clan leader treated him so specially that even the prince's eyes were attracted to him. Therefore, the person in front of him was definitely not a good person. "Sigh. No, you merfolk should be more reasonable. We didn't offend you here." At this moment, Yao Sek's eldest senior brother couldn't stand it anymore and stood up. "You didn't provoke us? Heh, you humans deserve to die." After hearing his words, another merman shouted at him, "All right. Enough. I've already decided on this matter. You guys can leave first." The mermaid race patriarch looked at the surrounding people and said with a serious expression. Chapter 951, Agree 1. The people of the majestic Jade sect didn't say anything when they saw Xiao Changtian, and they didn't dare to act rashly. "Since everyone has agreed, then why don't you stay with us tonight?" The mermaid tribe chief heaved a sigh of relief when he saw that everyone had finally agreed. One had to know that if they really angered that expert, their mermaid race would probably not have a good ending. Following that, under the mermaid's guidance, Xiao Changtian and the people from the majestic Jade sect moved into the luxurious palace of the mermaid race. The environment of the mermaid race is really good. When Xiao Changtian was brought to the door of the room, he sighed. It would be great if his house could be as luxurious as this one. However, he had unexpectedly obtained so many gold coins this time. He should be able to properly expand the glorious star restaurant when he returned. On the other side, the mermaid princess stared blankly at Xiao Changshan's departure. For some reason, Xiao Changtian was able to attract the mermaid princess' attention just by standing there. The mermaid princess could sense that Xiao Changtian wasn't simple. "Father, what was the background of that human? Why do you always let him be so?" After Xiao Changtian had completely disappeared from her sight, the mermaid princess walked up to the mermaid clan leader and asked, Lin, you'd better stay away from that person. That human strength is not ordinary." The mermaid tribe chief looked at his daughter and said earnestly, "I know, father. There is nothing good in the human race. I will not easily get close to him." The mermaid princess said immediately. Although he didn't know why, the mermaid tribe leader could only feel at ease after hearing this. However, even though the mermaid princess controlled herself to not think about that human's figure would always appear in her mind, and she would not be able to get rid of it. "All right, father. Can you bring me along with you to the forbidden area this time?" The mermaid princess rolled her eyes and said to the mermaid race patriarch, "That place is so dangerous. What are you going there for?" When the mermaid race patriarch heard his words, his expression instantly became serious. "But it's time for me to train. Isn't it a good thing that I'm able to train with our clan's elders? The mermaid princess looked at the mermaid clan leader and said with a smile. This was because the mermaid race had a rule. If a mermaid had reached a certain age, they had to go out and train. Moreover, this training ground was also very dangerous, and the chances of survival were also reduced. It was also time for the mermaid princess to go out and gain experience. Although the mermaid clan leader and his wife didn't want their daughter to suffer like this, the mermaid princess was still in a daze. However, the rules of the mermaid race couldn't be broken. If the mermaid princess didn't go out to train, it would definitely cause dissatisfaction among the other members of the race. At that time, the mermaid clan leader would lose his tongue and gradually lose the heart of the mermaid. In that case, you can go with these elders to watch over those humans. After thinking for a moment, the mermaid tribe chief finally agreed. Lin Lin, I have to remind you once again that you must not come into contact with those humans. Then, the mermaid clan leader warned the mermaid princess. I know, father. I will not come into contact with those humans. Mermaid princess said happily. His father had agreed to let him go to the forbidden area with those humans. Then, he would be able to spend time with that person. Just thinking about it made him very happy. Sigh. Fishman, I'm really worried about what those humans will do. After the mermaid princess left, the wife of the mermaid tribe chief walked up to the mermaid tribe chief and sighed. Fun, leave this matter to me. Don't worry. If those humans really attack our clansmen, I won't let them off. When the mermaid race patriarch said this, his tone suddenly became fierce. Chapter 952. Prepare to set off 1. Then he sneered at Shang-Chi. Big black monkey. I'm sure you know that I'm from the demon race. We demon race people are vicious and merciless. I advise you to say it quickly. Shang-Chi looked at the big black monkey in disdain. He didn't believe that this big black monkey could kill 8th Saint. Since you don't believe me, then I won't waste any more time with you. The big black monkey looked at Shang-Chi's disdainful expression, and a mocking smile appeared on his face. A demon like this still wanted to mock him, Master Monkey. In a while, he would let this demon have the same ending as the demon on the ground. Big black monkey, I'll count to 5. You'd better tell me everything you know. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude. Shang-Chi looked at the big black monkey with a serious expression. Perhaps he could obtain some useful information from the body of the body. Bang! However, before Shang-Chi could react, the big black monkey had already rushed in front of him. On the other side, Xiao Changtian felt refreshed after a night of rest. Expert, our clan leader is waiting in the main hall now. Seeing Xiao Changtian walk out of the room, the guard of the mermaid race immediately stepped forward and said. Xiao Changtian nodded at him and walked towards the mermaid tribe's main hall. Expert, you're here. When Xiao Changtian appeared at the entrance of the mermaid race's palace, the mermaid race's patriarch immediately said with a smile. Patriarch, when can we set off? Xiao Changtian smiled at him. Master, if you want to set out, then we elders and these children will have to follow. I wonder if you're willing? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the mermaid race's great elder stood up and asked him. If he dared to say that he was unwilling, then he could forget about entering this forbidden area. I'm fine with anything. As long as you're willing, it doesn't matter if you follow. Since they had already discussed it yesterday, there was no need for him to say anything more. The mermaid tribe chief looked at the situation and nodded at them. Then he led these people out of the hall. Look, these mermaids are asking so many mermaids to follow us. They must be guarding against us. The people from the Jade Chilling sect, who were following behind them, whispered to the merfolk in front of them. But this is normal. I heard that the human race was persecuted by humans in the past. No wonder these merfolk looked at us as if we were their enemies. After hearing this, the people of the Jade sect couldn't help but gossip softly. However, did you notice that the mermaid princess in front of us seems to be coming with us? At this moment, someone whispered, The mermaid princess is coming with us? Immediately, they turned their attention to the mermaid princess. That mermaid is really beautiful. It is said that he is very powerful. Their attention was immediately drawn to the mermaid princess. The mermaid princess, who was walking in front, was very far away from Xiao Changtian, because her father was right beside her. She was embarrassed to strike up a conversation with Xiao Changtian so blatantly. Fortunately, his father did not travel with them this time. It would not be too late to greet him when they reached the forbidden area. Just like that, the mermaid tribe chief led the group of people to a small path that became more and more remote. Finally, after walking for a long time, these people finally arrived at an empty place. Master, the entrance to the forbidden area of our mermaid race is here. The mermaid race patriarch pointed at a place in the distance that was covered in seaweed. Because the forbidden area is very dangerous, that entrance has always been sealed like this. The mermaid race patriarch looked at everyone with a serious expression and said. Chapter 953, Terrifying Skull 1. Xiao Changtian also nodded to the mermaid race patriarch. Then, he led the group towards the teleportation gate. As he approached the entrance, he saw that the teleportation door had actually changed. It slowly turned into a huge vortex. At the center of the vortex was a pitch-black cave. Seeing that there was something hidden in the middle of the cave, everyone could not help but feel nervous. Everyone, don't be so afraid. I don't think there's anything inside. After Xiao Changtian finished speaking, he stepped into the cave and disappeared. Senior has already gone in, so what are we waiting for? That's right. Senior has already gone in, so we'll go in too. Seeing this, the people of the Yaoling sect followed Xiao Changshan's footsteps. TSK, who's afraid? After Xiao Changtian and the others left, the young man looked at them with disdain and said, Isn't it just a black vortex? Would I, Yuzhuang, be afraid of these? After saying that, she followed them inside. That human is so handsome. Not only was he handsome, but he was also powerful and had such courage. The mermaid princess said excitedly as she watched Xiao Changtian disappear into the vortex. Then he followed. Seeing this, the other mermaids also walked in. Just like that, everyone walked out of the cave. Patriarch, will they really be fine like this? Outside the entrance, the wife of the mermaid tribe chief looked at the disappearing figures with some worry. Now that they've already entered, it's too late to say anything else. Moreover, I think that expert's strength is very strong. He did not know if he could survive inside. The mermaid race patriarch narrowed his eyes and said slowly, Let's not worry about this matter for now. Since they've already entered, we'll just wait here in peace. On the other side, walking into the cave, everyone saw that the cave was actually filled with skeletons. Those skeletons were tall and had ferocious faces. They emitted a cold aura, and their eyes flickered with green flames. These skeletons were actually the monsters hidden in the entrance. When everyone saw these skeletons, they were all shocked. These skeletons looked so terrifying and had such strength. Everyone be careful. These skeletons don't look right. Seeing the skeletons, Xiao Changshan's face turned solemn. After all, they didn't know what these skeletons were. However, Xiao Changtian also knew that he was definitely not simple. There were too many skeletons here, and they were all more than a meter long, covered in bloody bones. Although these skeletons looked terrifying, there were no wounds on the bones. This was a little strange. Why is there such a thing in our forbidden area? Wasn't this skeleton human? Looking at the skeletons, the mermaid grand elder's expression turned ugly. They had never seen such a situation before. The skeletons in front of him did not seem to be easy to deal with, although these holes were staring at them without moving. However, they could feel that those skeletons were about to attack them in the next second. Even though the skeletons had no eyes, the mermaids were still frightened by their stare. Ka, ka. Just as everyone was looking at the skull in front of them without any movement, the skull actually let out a sound in an instant. Could it be that these skulls are for people like us who have entered the forbidden area? Xiao Changtian looked at those skulls and murmured. Even though he had seen a lot before, looking at the skeleton in front of him, he still couldn't help but feel a chill down his spine. Expert, these things looked so scary. Just as Xiao Changtian was in a daze, the mermaid princess suddenly walked to his side and said, Chapter 954. Liking Humans 1. Why did he encounter such a situation the moment he entered the forbidden area? Damn it! What should we do? Xiao Changtian was also a little panicked. With his current strength, he couldn't even protect himself. Awa! Roar! At this moment, the Pai Xiao in Xiao Changshan's arms let out a very loud roar. Pai Xiao, don't be afraid. I know you're very afraid of this thing, but we can't go out now. Xiao Changtian also felt the movement of Pai Xiao, so he immediately comforted him. Awa! Roar! After Pai Xiao heard Xiao Changshan's words of comfort, he rolled his eyes helplessly. Who's afraid? I just want you to let me down. I want to deal with those skeletons. Of course, Pai Xiao was not afraid of the skeletons in front of him. Instead, he was very excited. He had finally found a good toy this time. These skeletons were just nice for him to play with. Pai Xiao, these things are really scary. Xiao Changtian didn't know why the Pai Xiao in his arms was so excited. Therefore, he said helplessly to the Pai Xiao. However, Pai Xiao didn't care about what Xiao Changtian said to him. Instead, he struggled and jumped out of Xiao Changshan's arms. Sai! Sai! Come back quickly, come back quickly. Those skeletons are really terrifying. Xiao Changtian didn't expect that Pai Xiao would not listen to him and run towards those skeletons. Wow! Could it be that Senior's pet was about to exert its strength? With the help of Senior's pet, those skulls are definitely no match for us. When he saw the Senior's Pai Xiao running towards those skulls, he was shocked. The faces of the people from the Yaoling sect all revealed expressions of relief. Why did that ugly freak run up there? Although the people of the Yaoling sect were relieved, the merfolk didn't look too good, because they didn't know what that thing was. Moreover, it looked extremely ugly. Haha, what a joke. They actually let such a little thing go in to deal with the skeleton. At this moment, Yu Zhuang looked at the scene of Pai Xiao running in, and his face was full of mockery. Ha ha ha, that thing, what can such an ugly thing do? Is that person really an expert? When Yu Zhuang saw Pai Xiao running over, he couldn't help but wonder how strong the expert that their clan leader respected was. Ha ha ha, strong fish. I already said that those people are unreliable. Especially that expert. The second elder could not help but interrupt. He had followed them here this time to deal with Xiao Changtian. He and Yao Li of the Yaoling sect had been discussing countermeasures day and night for the past 2 days. What are you people gloating about? At this moment, the mermaid princess looked at them impatiently. These people just stood there and said it without hurting their backs. Senior's pet must be very powerful. These people were just jealous and only knew how to speak ill of others behind their backs. Princess! Yu Zhuang did not expect that his words would be rejected by the princess. Thus, Yu Zhuang's face immediately darkened. Princess, we have never seen that person's strength. You can't speak for them like this. Zhuang Yu said to the mermaid princess. If you knew you were strong, why didn't you go up and deal with those skeletons? You only know how to make sarcastic remarks here. The mermaid princess had long disliked this strong fish. Now that this Yu Zhuang had come to slander her senior, the mermaid princess' hatred for him had increased. Princess! Me! Yu Zhuang was instantly rendered speechless by the mermaid princess' words. And all of this was because he had mentioned Xiao Changtian. Then, Yu Zhuang threw his anger at Xiao Changtian. If it wasn't for Xiao Changtian, the princess wouldn't hate him so much. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.